Batman and Superman are close friends, and often they help each other patrol their respective cities. Batman does not like Metropolis at all. It is often attacked by dangerous aliens and gods. The nights are much more quiet as the criminals are much too afraid to be outside because of Superman. There are just small-time criminals, and Batman is often bored. On the other hand, Superman does not like Gotham at all. It's a nightmare-filled city that never sleeps. Even with his super speed and with Robin and Nightwing helping him, Superman cannot solve all crimes in Gotham. He cannot believe that Batman fights with so many criminals every night. There is a murder or crime in every part of the city during the night. Both of them cannot wait to return to their cities. Batman wants to go back to Gotham, and Superman misses Metropolis. A few hours later, both of them are present during an event. They are now in their civilian clothes. Superman is just the mild-mannered reporter Clark Kent, and Batman has to pretend to be the rich Bruce Wayne, who is just there for the girls. Suddenly, Bruce spots a strange woman walking towards an amulet. This woman activates this amulet, and it's revealed that she is the villain called Silver Banshee. Clark switches to his Superman suit, and Bruce puts on his Bat costume. They both try to fight Silver Banshee, but her powerful scream attacks knocks them both out. She has taken the magical amulet, and she flies away. Bruce is really injured, and Superman takes him back to the cave. Suddenly, Clark realizes that he can no longer use his X-ray vision. Bruce gets up, and he is totally fine, and all his wounds have healed. Superman flies back to Metropolis, and suddenly his flight powers stop working. He crashes into his apartment, and Lois has to help him. In the meantime, Batman goes on patrol with Robin, and he starts to shoot lasers out of his eyes, and he has invincibility powers. It seems that Batman and Superman have switched powers. Zatanna is called in to try to solve this mystery. Batman now trains with his new superhuman powers. He can fly like Superman, he has super strength, and he can shoot lasers out of his eyes. Zatanna is unable to find Silver Banshee, and she does not know what type of magic gave Superman's powers to Batman. Superman decides to travel back to Metropolis and live a normal life as Clark. He feels odd that he is now without powers, but his wife Lois makes him feel better. In the meantime, Batman is loving his new powers. He is flying all over the world and solving every crime he can. He is flying everywhere, fighting many criminals at the same time. Finally, Batman feels happy that he can save everyone and make his late parents proud. Alfred and Tim Drake notice that Bruce has been spending time with his bats hanging upside down and then flying out. He does not want to take Robin out on patrol anymore, as Robin just slows him down. Batman finds out that Bane has started to bring the Venom Serum back into Gotham. Batman goes to his island and starts a fight with Bane. Bane is surprised that Batman is now super strong. Batman loses control for a moment and almost kills Bane. In the meantime, Clark gets used to his normal life. He spends time with his wife Lois and goes back to being a reporter. One day, Clark and Lois are walking down the street when Clark hears someone in trouble. While he has no powers, he still wants to help. A criminal then shoots Clark, and Lois is horrified. Lois is really worried about Clark. He is taken to the hospital and he almost dies. Lois imagined a happy and normal life with Clark now that he does not have to save the world every day. Still, she is so sad that he was hurt in this way. Meanwhile, Batman is just loving life at this point. He can be anywhere on the planet in any moment. He starts to wonder why Clark ever complained about his powers. Batman is loving this power. He can stop crimes in Serbia and then be in another part of the world to stop poachers from hunting animals. He can then wait for the sunrise in Paris, and then following the darkness, he can travel to another part of the world in mere seconds. Batman does not have to eat or sleep. He can just stop crime all the time. Some days pass, and the Justice League helps Clark recover. They take him to the JLA watchtower, and his wounds are healed. Still, he does not have his powers, so he has to be careful. Wonder Woman and Flash note that they have not been able to get in contact with Batman. Suddenly, Batman actually does show up, and he insults the League members. He tells them that they are all cowards, especially Clark for not using his powers all the time. Batman does not want anyone to stop him, and he will continue fighting crime at all times. He continues to fly all over, but it's obvious that he is getting more angry, and he is slowly losing control. Batman flies to Gotham, and there he catches Catwoman stealing some jewels. She tries to fight him, but Batman is not in the mood. He hits her so hard that she almost dies right there. Suddenly, Nightwing flies in and hits Batman. He is furious at what Batman has become, and he is losing control of his powers. Nightwing tries to fight against Batman, but it's of no use. Batman brutally beats him up and leaves him for dead. Alfred is able to save Dick Grayson, but he is in critical condition. Clark realizes that this magic spell has also started to affect Bruce, and it's making him evil. Alfred has made a special suit for Clark that will give him a temporary power boost. Clark puts on this suit and gets ready to save his friend Batman. Clark and Zatanna go into Oblivion. This is a bar for magic users. There, a giant fight breaks out. Finally, Zatanna and Clark find Silver Banshee, and it seems that the amulet has also tricked her. Zatanna is able to break the spell, and now Clark can return his powers, but he has to track down Bruce. In the meantime, Batman starts to fight the Justice League. They are all his friends and want him to calm down. Batman is just getting angry, and he does not want to listen to them. He starts to brutally hit them all over the moon. Many of them, besides Wonder Woman, do not stand a chance, as Batman has his tactical skills and the powers of Superman. Supergirl tries to calm him down, and so does Hal Jordan. Batman suddenly starts to hear voices, and he flies back to Earth. He goes to Crime Alley, and his parents are there. Batman does not believe it, but his parents, Thomas and Martha, thank him for saving everyone. Batman hugs them, but they disappear shortly after. Batman is now in tears, and it's obvious that he is losing his mind. That is when Clark shows up with the amulet. Batman starts to fight him, as he does not want to give up the powers. Zatanna then tricks Batman and activates the amulet. Things go back to normal, and Superman has his powers back. Batman also returns to normal. The following days, Batman feels really bad about losing control, but Superman promises to always be there for him. Still, a part of Superman wishes that he was a normal human, and Batman wants that power of a god. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel.